Hi everyone, Spencer here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make proper reflections in certain images. There's a lot of reflection videos that I have planned for the future because there's some that have a little bit more technique to it. But today I'm going to be showing you how to make something like this look like this. Okay, so everybody knows how to make a reflection of a product like this. It's pretty simple. First, I'm going to do a really rough job in this one. Usually I'll take the pen tool and go around and make sure everything's perfect. In this case, I'm just going to select the object. Let's see. Using the object selection tool. There we go. And I will make a mask. Let's create a white background. Perfect. And let me move my product up. Okay, so we have our product cropped out or cut out. The background's cut out. We're gonna apply the mask, and now what we want to do is make the reflection. This is the easy part and a very easy one to do. All we do is duplicate with Control or Command J, free transform with Control T or Command T, I think. I don't know, I'm not a Mac user. And then right here, this shows where your your focus point is on your selection or your transformation. So I prefer to set this towards the bottom because then it automatically does the flip for us from the right spot. So you can see right here, now the focus point is at the bottom middle. I'm going to right click and then go flip vertical. You can see that it flipped vertically, and now all we need to do is press a number 3. There you go. You have a proper reflection. It's very, very visible. And usually with reflections, they kind of fade at the bottom. So I'm going to create a mask and using the gradient tool, and I'll set this to black. There we go. Set this to black. Starting at the bottom here, I'm going to just make a straight line up. Do that a couple times until it looks good. And there you go. You got a reflection. That looks pretty good. It's very simple for straight images. But what happens when you get to something like this? This gets a little bit more complicated. Again, I'm going to do a rough job. I'm going to unlock that layer, select this object, and there you go. Photoshop did a pretty decent job with that. Let's just not worry about the details like up here. And yeah, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Okay, so let's do what we just did. I'm going to apply the layer, gonna add a white background. I'll move our object up a bit. There we go. I will duplicate, free transform, create our selection point from the bottom middle, and flip vertical. Now you can see where the issue comes. This does not look like it is reflecting properly. And I've seen a lot of people try to make this and it doesn't really work out. I've seen a lot of people go like this and then try to say like, oh, it's a reflection. That is really poor work. You don't, okay. Let me save you some time and frustration trying to figure this out. Okay, so let's go back. We have our reflection here. That's not what we need though. We don't need this kind of reflection. We want the bottom here to match up with this part right here, and this bottom to match up with this part right here. Now the trick I'm going to show you is not perfect. Some things like this lettering right here is probably going to get a little bit blurry, but we're going to try to keep it as natural looking as possible. So I am going to extend the canvas size because we need a little bit more space here. I'll just do percentage. The height we'll do, let's just do 200%. Make it easy on us. We'll extend our white background. Okay, and then we'll bring both of these down here. Okay, so here's the cool part. I'm going to select this side of the image. Let's make sure it's at the right spot. That looks pretty good. But first, I think I'm going to actually make sure these are touching. Let's deselect, move that up. There you go. Control-Shift-D to reselect. You gotta get your shortcuts if you ever want to be fast at something. Alright, now I'm going to free transform this part. I'm gonna hold, what is it, Alt? No, it's Control. Control-Shift, and just drag along the side and make those two parts meet. Look at that. Now, like I said, it's gonna warp some of it. Like down here, it doesn't look so clear anymore. Some of these pixels are stretching a bit. That's why this really only works with reflections. You're gonna make it fade anyway. It's not gonna look like a perfect reflection, which is totally fine. So now, what we wanna do is we want to select the other side. Let's make sure we got the right selection. Well, oops. What am I doing here? There we go. Trying to move this. Alright, so that selection is in the right spot. Now we're going to make this bottom part go with this bottom part. And we're going to do the same thing. Control-T to free transform. Control-Shift. Click on the left side of the image right here. And just drag up until the bottom matches with the other side. There you go. Now this layer is good. Let's change the opacity. We will add our gradient here. And there you go. You have a reflection that looks proper, and you can't even tell that any of the pixels are stretched. Everything looks exactly the way it's supposed to. Anyway, that's it for this tutorial. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more of this kind of content, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.